What up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am your host, Mike Fury, and I make informative videos just like this one. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And to make this as seamless as a process as possible, I'm going to be giving you guys the reputation legendaries and the kind of spoiler-esque legendaries, if you will. So do keep that in mind. Spoiler warning, they won't be there'll be some names spoiling certain things, but it won't be something that I'm showing you guys exactly where you're gonna get it. So I'm giving you all of these in one particular video. Let's start off with the coin guards. Now, to get the coin guards are actually pretty cool. They are Kurt's. They're basically Kurt's faction. So if you want their legendary weapon, you gotta get their reputation to nice, which is gonna be true for all the reputation legendaries. You're gonna get the reputation to nice, and they're going to give you Hammer the Forgotten God. Now, this is awesome for a mage because naturally you do have one in heavy one-handed weaponry. This is going to look a little different because it is one of the weapons that you could actually modify to a certain degree. Same thing with the light flameberg and the Great Honor dual flameberg and the scimitar. But at the same time, it is kind of weak in the grand scheme of things in comparison to all the other legendaries. I mean, the light flameberg is the only one that is probably weaker than it. Yeah, the Yatagan, like all of them. But at the same time, if you are a mage and you have that 1 point over towards one-handed heavy, that would be a great decision for you. Next up, we're going to do the Congregation of Merchants. And the Congregation of Merchants actually have a large cleaver. Now, Congregation of Merchants is Afra's clan, so you do get it a little bit later because she is one of the later. She might be the last one if you do it in order. No, Petrus would be the last one, so she's the one before, but her quests actually continue later on in the game. And to get them to 100% or get them to nice, at least bare minimum, to get that weapon, again, it's another light-handed. Seems cool. It's not, I'm not crazy about it. It looks pretty nice, but at the same time, there are better light-handed one-handed weapons better than that, like for example the SABRE of the sea people and things of that nature. But hey, you can't go wrong using the large cleaver, but it does come later on in the game, so you might want to use something else. So that's basically Congregation of Merchants, Afra's group. Next up, we are going to do what's the next one? We're gonna do Thélème. Now, Thélème is, in other words, it is the religious side of things. To get them at 100%, you got to do the quest, obviously. And they give you this one, the Grand Chain of the Ordo Luminis. Now, this is by far the strongest in terms of just damage and just like overall buffs. This is the strongest necklace you can possibly get in the game. I cold-heartedly believe that. Medal of St. Matthias adds HP healing, and the Healer's Chain adds magic healing, but Healer Chain is for healing. St. Matthias gives you a lot of resistance. This is by far damage, pound for pound, the best one. 25 magical regen. I can't use it right now because my willpower is not that high. This is not my mage character, but hey, it is still an awesome chain. Those right there, those 4 are the reputation bonuses that you get when you get the factions themselves up to, oh no, I'm missing one. I apologize. I was about to go ahead and finish that off. Last one, the very last one that you could get is probably the coolest looking one. It is going to be the Grand Saber of the East, looking like a Tai Chi, a Japanese longsword, but at the same time, it has a little bit hits of Daginata, so I really don't know what exactly it is. It is the 3rd strongest, hear me clearly, 3rd strongest weapon in the game. Only third to the High King's VINBARRS sword, which is one of the spoiler ones, which we'll talk about in a bit, and the Forgotten sword of the Al-Assad. Now, I love this goddamn sword. The Forgotten Blade of the Al-Assad are just completely awesome. I'm going to show you guys how to get that one as well. That is the strongest weapon in the game, pound for pound, in terms of physical damage. But yeah, Grand Saber of the Far East is the best looking weapon in the game, in my personal opinion. Not the strongest, but top 3 best looking. And on top of that, it does probably the best armor damage in the whole entire game as well, along with the Saber of Sea People. But the Saber of Sea People is much weaker. But it's still, at the same time, I think is one of the best one-handed swords. So Grand Saber is the knots. You want to do Vasco's clan, you want to do his faction, get befriend him, get all his side quests done, and then on top of that, do the faction side quests as well, and you'll have this bad boy in no time. So those right there are the reputation legendaries. So let's talk about the spoiler-esque legendaries. Number one, we're gonna talk about High King VINBARRS sword. This, you gotta defeat High King VINBARR. As soon as you hear his name, you're gonna eventually understand, hey, we gotta have to fight this guy. This guy's gonna give me this weapon. And it is more or less, I would say, around 75% through the story is when you're probably gonna get this weapon. Along with that, the Ring of Divine Fury. This bad boy is perfect for Petrus. You get this around halfway through the game. Like as soon as you're able to reach Teleme, if you get them and around that nice, this is not a reputation bonus, but around the time that you get the nice one, you get them to the nice level, you're able to get the Ring of Divine Fury. It's done through one of the missions, and I think it's on the same mission that you get it, you're able to get this one as well. Not a bad weapon whatsoever. 231, the best ring you could possibly get in the game, but at the same time, if you compare it to some of the other classes, then yeah, it's not gonna work. Sacrificial sword is another one that you can possibly get by defeating a guardian during the quest, the Teleme quest line. All you gotta do is when you reach the part where you have to side one or two characters, you side one of the characters and you're able to like then proceed to go into the cave and things of that nature, and you have to divulge certain information. But yeah, sacrificial sword, perfect for her, perfect for Ciora, because it's a native weapon, so you just go ahead and give it to her. She could possibly use it, and it, you know, it kind of fits her character. Medal of St. Matthias. Now this is another one. This could only be acquired during the Teleme questline as well. It is a cool amulet, but I'm not really crazy about it because number one, it gives you HP healing, so it will keep you alive, but not too much, and then it provides resistances. So unlike the Ring of Power and some other medals that actually amplify skills and damage, this one just provides resistances. So now, for the last two, I'm going to do this for you guys, and I'm going to show you guys. This is near end game. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. I'm running right now a crazy build. We're going to have to fight that guy. This is in tall trees. This is near end game. So this is one of the last two missions. We're going to do this for the video. So obviously you guys know that I've showed you guys more or less how to do these things. You're going to want to whittle down his armor. This guy's strong as hell too. Like really strong. Like he can one-shot you if you're not careful.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, it actually happened. Fury's by far the best ultimate in the game. This last 15 seconds. There we go. All right. So here are the last two spoiler-esque legendaries. Number one, Forgotten Grand Saber of the Al Saad. Comes with a memory crystal as well. This is by far the best weapon in the game. Looks super cool. It's the one that he was using. So that's my of the Forgotten King. But this bad boy right here, best weapon in the game. Best weapon in the game. And then finally, the last one that you could only get in this area because you only have access to this area is this one. The Fencer Stiletto. Now this bad boy isn't really too good. Personal opinion, it's a little tiny dagger. And it works just like any other sword. So it's not even like has faster attacks or anything. It works just like a regular sword. So in terms of damage, and if you compare it to all the other legendaries, yeah, it just falls off. But there you guys have it. That has been not only the reputation legendaries, but also the spoiler legendaries as well. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and make sure to support the channel in any way, shape, or form. You can use the Amazon link or use the Epic Creator Code down in the description below. You could also follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Links are down in the description below, along with my Patreon. Do consider supporting me there. $1 a day keeps the line load away. I'm your host, Mike Fury. It's been a complete pleasure. Until next time, Mike, off.